Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and today we're going to take a look at Odin and Orchis Raids. We got limited amount of time to record footage, so I recorded it offline, and now I'm going to show you the footage and talk about it. Just disclaimers, this is my first time running this with him. It's not like a dedicated walkthrough or anything, it's just showing how he performs in there. In the first node, I tried it out with Thanos. We had some discussions in chat, and I thought it was a good idea to put Thanos next to Odin for energy, and then on the other two nodes, I brought in Ares to prevent safeguard, and I think that worked well as well. All right, let's get into it. This is node 1. Vol, Deathpool, Mephisto, Odin, I felt were the locks, and then the 5th spot is Thanos here. In node 1, I like using the special pacts from Mephisto to start getting the exposed out there, but into the gladiators, I like the first pact and the second and third nodes. I think in this node as well, Ares is going to be good because Sasquatch and Guardian also have Safeguard on spawn, and with Ares, that would not be an issue. I also think I would like to try out somebody like Noir or Ultimus, who's going to go very early and call the assist from Odin. That way, when Odin takes his turn and uses his special, he already sets up his battlefield effect. Because as you can see right now, so far into the fight, he still hasn't set it up. And by the time he gets to his second turn, he will already have his ultimate ready, and the ultimate doesn't set it up either. So that's something that I'm gonna consider testing. See, now we use the ultimate. I like that panel that they're showing there, even though it takes a lot of time. I do think with somebody like Noir or Ares, this might be simmable. Keep in mind, everybody on the test server is at 7-7 Crimson gear. I think Odin might be 5-5. But yeah, so it's just what we're given. It's not something that I'm deciding. But there's no diamonds. In this first node, I do think the energy. So, Odin is 6-6. I'm not knocking Thanos. I think the energy from him was good. But I think being stuck behind Sasquatch for as long as we were, and maybe not getting the battlefield up, I'm not sure. I mean, it still went really well, as you can see, but it would have been nicer if we didn't have that North Star ult, right? Since we're in the last wave, I am trying to save cooldowns a little bit here. And as I said, this is just my first time with all of this, so there's a bit of, trial and error. Odin's passive hits really hard. I wonder if we'll try to do like Skirmisher Odin and Striker everybody else. The problem is, Vol's issue is focus. Having them Striker isn't gonna help me. Deathpool's ISO attack isn't something to write home about. So why do I need Deathpool as a Striker? having like for Mephisto, yes, but yeah, I don't know. Over there, I considered using the special to start the next node with 5 charges on Odin, but then I decided against it. I wasn't sure if he clears charges in the beginning of the fight, but it might be something to consider to put up the charges at the end of one node. That way, uh, you hit the ground running with the double speed. Yeah, here I am deciding who's a better option, and I went with Ares. And you're gonna see, I think it worked well. Do you know the Peter B is here? He also spawns with Safeguard and raids. So not having that was a big present to me. I didn't even consider that. I was just thinking about Gladiator, but not having it on Peter was a nice surprise. And now like everything is flipped, and he has trauma and heal block, which is the most important because Peter B is just so hard to kill. So my question now is, this makes this Mystic section so easy to the point where I would say you don't need the Mystic Raid team. So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna uh, make this first strike and then add a tougher one with jacked resistance? All of their mythics are or not all, but obviously most of their mythics end up being mystic. So I think it's hard for them to sell mystic raid teams. Bifrost was the one that I skipped too, so I don't know. Look, this is the end of the fight, and we finally now put up the battlefield effect. I do think with Ares, this is probably simmable. Like, there was obviously some um, important targeting, but the way we've been overpowering these characters, was it that important? I think the more important part is maybe saving cooldowns at the end. Because they're not like a locked raid team, they don't get the energy on spawn thing like Penny does or Sunspot does. So maybe for saving cooldowns, we're gonna have to do this manually. But I'll probably try simming this. Odin just with his attack, like battlefield attack, he just cleared the ability block from the whole team. I mean, I think this is just looking really good. And I don't, as I said, Thanos' energy was nice, but I don't think that we're missing it. Ares also has some control, so that makes up for the fact maybe that we don't get to our abilities as quickly as before. But yeah, I think this is looking really good. Granted, like a 6/6 Odin is something we're never gonna have. I think we're getting 7 gold and 4 red or 5 red from the actual Dark Dimension. And then there's an event that gives more reds. I'm not sure. It's something like that. But, I mean, I don't think... So I feel like a 7 gold, 5 red is comparable to a 6/6. Hey. And then, yeah, obviously we don't have 7 red Mephisto, but Mephisto's good, so... I would also like get the balance of if you have the 2 most recent mythics, it might be okay not to buy the new raid team or build. But if you don't have them, then you know you, maybe it is okay to require a new raid team. I don't know. Anyway, I felt like this was very, very, very good. Um, I will try with Noir or Ultimus, but I think Ares is the way, just because of that safeguard prevention. Um, yeah, even on Node 1 where we had the Sasquatch and the Guardian with the safeguard on spawn, I think it'll just help a lot. But that would mean we need Awakened Ares for his passive. But yeah, um, that's that. I thought that was great. Let me know what you think. Um, do you have any other clever fifths that I'm not thinking of beyond, Noir and Ultimus? What are your thoughts? If you don't have Mephisto, how close are you to him? And do you think, what do you think? Is this too unreachable, or is Mephisto something that maybe is on the horizon a month away, and maybe by that time, it might be like if he's a month away, then you're not really that's probably when we're gonna be starting to unlock the new Mystic team, probably. So with this new release method, it might just be better to do this. So do let me know what you think about it. There's a lot of different perspectives. Obviously, I'm coming from the position of somebody that has Mephisto and that can look at unlocking Odin within maybe a couple weeks. I don't know yet. So yeah, let me know your perspective. I'm curious to hear. If you think there's a different fifth that might be interesting, let me know. We're not going to be able to test this for a bit because of a change in the test server, but maybe within a week or so, we will be back. So let me know and we can try to test stuff out. Thank you for testing Odin in Mystic Raids with me. I hope to see you in the next one.